What's going on, everybody? Matt from Hops Geek News and your lead editor here of TV and film at nerdinitiative.com. I want to talk some spoilers now that Ironheart has just wrapped up its 6 episodes on Disney Plus. Man, it was really good. So let's talk about it real quick. We are going to dive into some spoilers just to give it a brief overview. Right off the bat, Dominique Thorne absolutely crushes her role. She steps right back into the shoes in the world of Riri Williams, the MIT genius, where she left off in Wakanda Forever, right? And she brings a ton of heart, emotion, and badassness to this character. She's amazing. I thought her acting was incredible, whether she was diving into her emotional, depth, dealing with the loss of her best friend Natalie, or with her relationship with Xavier and some of those other things. Absolutely, absolutely incredible. And then Anthony Ramos, man, not enough can be said about him as well. I enjoyed his Parker Robbins, the Hood. I didn't know a whole lot about the Hood going into this. And so the way he brought like some tenacity to this character as the Hood, I thought was really well done. At first he seems pretty cool, pretty chill. And then I really like the dynamic as it shifts, especially the last 3 episodes when compared to the first 3 episodes. Aside from that, Lyric Ross as Natalie, the I thought really, man, you forget she's AI, and bringing that relationship with Riri aside from that was absolutely really, really crazy. I was really excited to see Reagan Aaliyah as Zelma pop up in there. I hope we get some Strange Academy on that note. And Alden Einrich, as Ezekiel Stain, dude, absolutely cool how they left that open ended and a lot more to go down there. But, we got some side characters as, Angie White playing Ronnie, Sonia Denise is playing Clown, and then Jaren Merrill playing Slug. All really good characters. I really enjoyed the heist aspect to this show, right? I thought that whole team dynamic brought a lot to the table, and to see how they were the first few episodes come together as a team versus the last 3 episodes, especially that fight in the White Castle, was really well done. The way Riri had to use her tech, and then she also held her own in these fight sequences coming down to it against the twins and everything else. And Clown, I loved that. And then seeing the big face off with Xavier Stain, right? And then that leads to the title cards, man. Each episode had a cool different flair with the title cards, and the VFX sequences for whether she's in her suit and things of that nature, I thought were extremely well done at the same time. And then Riri she brings a lot of good points, money is basically the root of why she gets involved into this crew and how things move forward in this plot. She needs money to make her suit. She wants to do it to know that she can. She lost her best friend and her stepdad, growing up, Gary. And that's kind of how we get Natalie, and then making these suits because she can, which blends into a whole different world of issues there, because Tony Stark was rich, right? But that's how he's able to do these things. Not to say that Tony Stark couldn't have done these things, but he was rich. So you need money to be able to make these, which kind of sets off the sequence of events, which I actually really liked. Alden and Dominique's chemistry together in the first few episodes, and then to see how it progresses from there into his villain arc, I thought was really crazy. He did a killer job as well. They have a lot of good chemistry across the board in this entire show, a lot of heart. The action sequences were great. And then to blend in that magic, if you will, Zelma, for example, Strange Academy. I'm hoping we get some Strange Academy coming out there. I cannot wait to see where we go with it. I love the blend of magic and tech, especially in the final fight, the way Zelma tied in the magic abilities into Riri's suit and how that blend into the fight with, Parker. And then, of course, man, the big reveal, we finally get Mephisto. Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto was excellent. He was creepy. He was menacing. And I know we got a little bit, so I'm interested to see where we go with that character. I'm going to need more Ironheart. I think this show is a lot better than people are giving it credit for. I really, really enjoyed it. This is a top 5 Marvel show for me. I can definitely say that after watching these 6 episodes, across the board, easily top 5. I would love to see more of it. If they're going to do 6 episode seasons, this is how it's done. I want more. I need more. Let us know what you guys think about this show and the grand reveal of Mephisto, right? Where are we going to go next with Riri? Where are we going to go with Zelma? Where are we going to go with Magic? Is Wanda coming back? All of these questions, I hope we do get answered. So make sure you follow us here at nerdinitiative.com and on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Make sure you hit the notification button to never miss anything that we do, and stay tuned for more content.